Welcome to the My Storytelling channel, where we unravel the moments that shape us. Today, I'm taking you back to a day that rewrote my life. Picture this. A sun-drenched high school courtyard at South City High, a towering camphor tree swaying in the breeze, and a girl in a flowing white dress standing before me. Her name was Evelyn, the school's golden girl, and she said, "I like you." Her voice was soft, her smile perfect. But in that moment, I heard something no one else could. Her inner thoughts, a secret that turned my world upside down. This is the story of how one confession changed everything. Her brows were soft, her voice like a melody. "I like you." But in the next second, I heard her inner voice, sharp and cutting. "He really believes it." Disgusting. My heart stopped. Was this confession a cruel prank? The girl I dreamed about for years, the one whose smile lit up my world, was mocking me inside. I stood there, frozen, my mind racing to make sense of the betrayal. The cicadas chorus. The cicadas chirped loudly in the camphor tree, their song drowned out by the crowd's jeering. It wasn't the kind of cheering you'd hope for, it was sharp, meant to mock. Someone whistled and laughed. "Evelyn's taste is getting a bit heavy lately, huh?" The words stung, but Evelyn stood unfazed, her eyes locked on mine. I wanted to vanish, my hands gripping the handlebars of my beat-up bike, too stunned to speak. Evelyn ignored the crowd, her presence like a painting. Sunlight filtered through her shoulders, casting a soft glow that made her look like a princess from a fairy tale. Stubborn as always, she leaned against my bike, standing on tiptoes, her eyes piercing mine. "Lucas, I like you," she said again, her voice steady. In her gaze, I saw my reflection, a skinny, awkward 17-year-old, drowning in an oversized uniform. My face burned, my hands shook. This was Evelyn, the girl I'd loved in secret for so long. How could I not believe her? Everyone at South City High knew I was Evelyn's simp. I'd run her errands, carried her books, lived for her rare smiles. She stood there, confident I'd say yes. But knowing her true thoughts, I took a deep breath and stepped back. "Sorry, I don't like you," I said, my voice steady despite my racing heart. Evelyn's smile faltered, her eyes widening in shock. No one had ever rejected her. The crowd gasped, their jeers turning to whispers. For the first time, I felt a spark of power. The nighttime visitor. The Song family's curfew locked me in my room, my stomach growling from hunger. I lay on my bed, staring at the camphor tree outside, its leaves rustling in the night wind. Suddenly, knuckles tapped my window. I looked up, stunned. Rebecca, the silver-haired school queen, clung to the branches with reckless abandon, a bag of food in one hand, chopsticks dangling from her mouth. She pushed her wind-tousled hair back and grinned. "My dear classmate Lucas, Becca's version of takeout. How about a 5-star review?" Her eyes curved with mischief. Evelyn approached me, her face softer than yesterday. "Since you brought me water, I'll forgive you for yesterday," she said, reaching for a drink. I dodged her hand. "Move aside," I said bluntly. Her face froze. I handed the drinks to Rebecca, who squinted, clearly amused. She took one, pretending she couldn't open it. I twisted the cap off, and she sipped it, smirking at Evelyn behind me. I heard Evelyn's inner voice. "I can't stand people who overthink." She was fuming, and I was thrilled. The Queen's victory. Rebecca was unstoppable on the court, a total sports goddess. Evelyn, distracted, kept glancing at me in the stands. Her team was crushed. After the game, Rebecca strode over, radiant and youthful. I handed her water, and she leaned in, whispering, "You watched my game and got nothing to say?" The crowd had been shouting, "Becca's so cool," for ages. Hesitantly, I said, "Becca's cool." She tossed her jacket over my head, its scent enveloping me. Someone shouted, "Becca, why's your face so red?" She snapped, stopped talking, her ears pink with rare embarrassment. A new perspective. Life without Evelyn felt lighter. My earliest memory of Rebecca was outside a convenience store, where I saw her take down some rival school kids. I'd cowered against a wall, scared. When it was over, she leaned against it, smirking at me. "Got a Band-Aid?" she asked. I handed her one, hesitating to put it on her scraped hand. "You're Evelyn's simp," I mumbled. Her face cooled. "Boring," she scoffed, walking away. Now, she seemed different, quick to forgive, easygoing. Evelyn, on the other hand, was unpredictable, her kindness always laced with cruelty. Or so I thought. After school, Evelyn showed up at the Song house. I found her in the piano room with Diego, who gushed, "It's been so long since you visited me." Evelyn cut him off, her eyes on me at the top of the stairs. "I'm here to see Lucas," she said firmly. Diego froze. I grabbed my math study guide and sighed, "I'm busy with Rebecca. She'll get mad if I keep her waiting." Evelyn's face darkened, Diego's turned pale. Her stubborn gaze followed me, demanding answers. The prodigal son. Diego threw a fit that night, demanding to return to school. His health was improving, and the family agreed. His mother cornered me, her tone half advice, half threat. "Lucas, you're Diego's study companion. Don't forget who pays for your school." I nodded silently. My dad added, "Don't call Diego your brother at school. It's hard to explain. Same father, two brothers born months apart. Who could explain that?" Diego's return stirred the school, his charm overshadowing my existence. On a scorching afternoon, Diego sent me to buy ice cream for his gang. I returned, drenched in sweat, to find them laughing with their feet on my desk. "Lucas, you're such a poor kid," one sneered. Clinging to Evelyn, now Rebecca. Another added, "He's nothing compared to Diego." They laughed harder when someone noticed our shared last name. Diego lied smoothly, "He's our driver's son." I slammed the melted ice cream down, ready to snap, when Evelyn's voice cut through. "Diego, that's enough." The Queen's Justice. Rebecca appeared, hooking her arm around my neck, her scent enveloping me. "Making him run errands? Are you even worthy?" Her voice was sharp, her gaze fierce. She ordered Diego's gang to run laps in the heat. They obeyed, even Diego, drinking the melted ice cream. The headmaster rushed out, sweating, but Rebecca stood unfazed, her silver hair blazing. "Rebecca," I said softly, "don't do this next time. It's not worth it." She leaned in, her breath warm. "Did it feel good, Lucas?" I nodded. "Then it was worth it." Freedom from Diego. After Rebecca's stunt, Diego stopped bossing me around, even at home. Her name alone silenced him. Evelyn kept her distance, occasionally seen with Diego, but their closeness seemed strained. My focus shifted to studying and helping Rebecca with her homework. She was struggling, but I saw potential in her. Life was simpler without Evelyn's shadow, and Rebecca's light was starting to feel like home. Rising above. The monthly exam results were posted, and the bulletin board was packed. Diego's gang crowed, 29th. Amazing. I scanned the list from the bottom, expecting my usual low rank. But someone gasped, "Lucas is 20th. I couldn't believe it. Rebecca had jumped to 300th, thanks to our study sessions. I waved at her, shouting, "You got 300th. She blushed, her friends teasing, "Becca, your guy's so cute." Her inner voice muttered, "Damn, he's too good at this." David's threat. Rebecca's popularity drew rivals. David, a heartthrob from Third High, cornered me at the school gate. "Stay away from Rebecca," he warned. "She pities you, that's all. You'll embarrass yourself." Before I could respond, Rebecca appeared, shoving a bun and soy milk into my hands, zipping my backpack. Ignoring David, she mumbled, "What's he talking about?" David's face paled. "Becca, you don't let anyone get that close." She rolled her eyes. "Who are you?" Rebecca turned to me, her tone proud. "I don't know him. I never fought for him. The only person I've stood up for is you." Her words hit hard. She wasn't like Evelyn, who'd toyed with my heart. "I'm not like some people who liked someone else before me," she teased, glancing at me. "Right, Lucas?" I nodded, my chest tight. For the first time, I felt seen, not used. Rumors and lies. The next day, the school was abuzz with strange stares. A forum post titled, "Exposing Lucas, the illegitimate child whose two-timing twisted my life into a lie." It claimed Diego's parents were the true couple, my mother a schemer, and me a shameless flirt chasing Evelyn and Rebecca. The comments were vicious. I was furious, none of it was true. My mother was the rightful wife, Diego's mother was the other woman. I washed my face in the bathroom, seething. Evelyn appeared, handing me a tissue. "I've asked someone to handle the post," she said softly. "Don't worry, it'll blow over." I snapped, "You knew about this, didn't you?" She nodded, eyes downcast. "I've always helped you, Lucas. Come back to me." I threw the tissue away. "I'm not an illegitimate child, Evelyn." Her face crumpled, but I walked away, done with her games. The truth revealed. I marched to Diego's classroom, where his friends were comforting him. He looked pitiful, but I heard his inner thoughts. Evelyn went to see him. "How did this happen?" I leaned over his desk. "That post is a lie." I'm not the illegitimate child, you are. His face paled. Someone gasped, the forum's anonymous feature is down. It was Diego. The crowd's pity turned to shock. Diego fainted, overwhelmed. Breaking free. In the hospital, Diego lay pale after dialysis, his mother feeding him fruit. His father scolded me. You made your brother so angry he's back here. You're transferring schools. I shook my head. No. He was stunned. I'd never defied him. Rebecca burst in with her crew, spreading her arms. Lucas, come here. I walked to her, emboldened. I'm reporting this to the police. Diego's your problem now. I turned to him. You're the illegitimate child, Diego. A new alley. I sat in the hospital corridor, head in hands. Rebecca squatted in front of me, her eyes clear in the sunlight. I didn't want them giving you a hard time, she said. I'm here to back you up. I looked up, grateful. Why are you so good to me? She smiled, playful. Some people shine so bright, you want to give them everything. The first time I saw you, chased by that dog, I whistled it away. I wanted to help, but Evelyn got there first. The reckoning. Rebecca took me to the police station to report the post. Diego's attempts to delete it failed. The forum stayed up, exposing him. Comments turned against him, mocking his lies. He issued a public apology and paid me compensation, enough to cover my tuition and free me from the Song family. Their business tanked, Diego's health worsened, but I was done caring. I sipped yogurt, texting Rebecca. Justice prevailed. She replied, and what about me? I smiled. Becca always leads me to justice. A final goodbye. Under the camphor tree, Evelyn stood, sunlight soft on her white dress. Lucas, she called, her voice small. Sorry, for everything. Diego told me you were his half-brother. I believed him. Her eyes teared up. I smiled gently. I like you, I said, watching her light up. Then I sneered, did you really believe that? Disgusting. Her face fell, the weight of her own words hitting her. She'd lost me for good. A lazy voice called out, Lucas. Rebecca stood nearby, holding a strawberry ice cream, her face cold. I froze, feeling caught. I took 2 steps toward her, and she threw herself into my arms, letting out a small cry. Did you hurt yourself? I asked, panicked. She guided my hand to her chest, her heart racing under my palm. It hurts right here, she teased, her eyes mischievous. I sighed, helpless. She was stealing my heart. Rebecca pouted. I get that other girls are around you, Lucas. We're not official yet, so I'm a bit insecure as your pursuer. She stomped her foot, grinning. So I'm changing that word to something else. Guess what? I froze, my heart pounding. What word? She gritted her teeth, her eyes sparkling. Girlfriend. The world stopped. Our hearts beat as one, the sunlight pouring down. A new chapter was just beginning. Looking back, that confession was more than a moment, it was a turning point. Evelyn's betrayal taught me to see through facades, while Rebecca's fire showed me what real loyalty looks like. I was no longer the scrawny kid chasing shadows. I'd found my voice, my place, and someone who saw me for me. The road ahead was long, but with Rebecca by my side, I was ready for it. The camphor tree still stands at South City A High, a witness to my transformation. Evelyn faded into the background, her lessons learned too late. Diego's lies crumbled, leaving him to face his truth. Rebecca and I grew closer, her silver hair a beacon in my life. Every step we took together felt like a promise, a story still unfolding, full of hope and heart. That's the story of how a single confession reshaped my life. It taught me that love isn't just words, it's actions, trust, and standing up for what's right. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more tales of heart and courage, and let me know in the comments, what moment changed your life? Until next time, keep chasing your truth.